Good afternoon, Africa. My name is Nunga Kamau. I am a clinical counselor and addiction professional based in Lilongwe, Malawi. I'm also founder of Harm Reduction Awareness Counseling and Testing Services, and my clinic is based in Lilongwe, Malawi. I've been practicing for almost 4 years now, and my main focus is to create awareness with regards to mental health across Malawi, because that's where my heart is. At the end of the day, if we know where we are mentally, then we're able to function and be more productive in all that we do. So I would like to define what mental health is in general first. And it includes the elements of you being able to function psychologically. How do you think socially? How do you communicate emotionally? How do you manage your emotions? Physically, how do you deal with your body? And how do you feed your body? What good or bad things do you feed your body with? So if you're looking at mental health as a whole, you're looking at the well-being and the state of an individual being able to work to their fullest potential. The person is able to realize their fullest potential, sorry. They're able to give back to their community. They're able to work productively and fruitfully. And more so over, you're able to function or under normal life stresses. So if we're looking at mental health with regards to COVID-19 and gender equality, it all comes to impact our mental health very heavily. And here are some signs that we may be struggling: the inability to sleep, the inability to work or focus, the inability to be productive and fruitful. We're not able to socialize the way that we used to socialize before. We're not able to meet our family and friends the way we used to go for lunch, go for dinner, meet in crowds, go for weddings, and even attend funerals. So those things have actually highly impacted our mental health today. And what can we do about it? And how can we go forward from today? It's a situation where we need to understand it first. That if I'm not able to wake up in the morning, it's not normal. If I'm doing it for more than 2 weeks, there is a problem. Where do we get help? And there are services such as mine based in Lilongwe. You have St. John of God. You have very many other counselors that are based in Malawi that can be able to provide you with the workable skills to get to a point where you can restructure your life again and reprune or become productive again. Now, looking at COVID-19 and the fact that it's brought in a lot of uncertainty in our lives, what can we do as women to be able to move forward? And it becomes difficult because we already had a large job burden at the end of the day. We had to work hard to provide for our families. We also had to be there for our children. We also had to be at work to be able to give sustenance to our life and our families and our extended families as well. And that already created a lot of worry, anxiety. Where am I going to get my finances from? People have lost jobs. How do they sustain that? At the end of the day, when we look at mental health today, what are we doing as policymakers in Malawi, in Africa, to be able to help women who are struggling? If we look at the population of frontline workers today, we're looking at 91% who are women. How are they getting the support that they need to get without a basic understanding of what mental health is? So today I would like to really outline and focus on that aspect, that we are struggling with depression, we are struggling with anxiety, we are struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder because of not knowing what our tomorrow is going to look like, not knowing where our next meal will come from, not knowing when our children are going to go to school or how they're going to go to school. Because if you look at the population that can actually afford to be able to do online schooling, it's very little. The majority of them don't have access to the internet. So what has been happening is that their mental health has been incapacitated, that they're sad, they're gloomy, they're depressed, that they're not able to go to school. They're not able to do the things that they used to do before. So it has caused gender-based violence to increase. It has caused child pregnancies to go up. It has caused child marriages to increase because For an individual to be able to feed themselves, the basic need is to have a husband that can provide for you. So how can we put in place and focus on the major aspects of what women need to move forward? COVID-19 has set us back. It has set us back a long way from where we're getting. We're coming with women empowerment, girls empowerment. We're doing so many things with regards to that. But one aspect that I feel that needs to be worked on immensely to be able to be productive and proactive is to focus on mental health. Policymakers, organizations, as we are empowering, as we're giving information, as we are educating, as we are training, mental health needs to be understood so that in leadership, you will know when you are not okay and you'll be able to accept and look for ways to be able to get the help that you need. If my mind is cloudy today and I am managing 400 people, what will happen? Will the job be able to continue? No, most probably there'll be leakages and there'll be issues that we can't be able to deal with. So if I am aware of what mental health is by making sure that these services are available to women in all walks of life, then women can become more abrasive, more productive, and be able to stand up for their rights even more without feeling less of a person because they know that they are okay mentally. If you are mentally healthy, you can stand up for your rights. If you are mentally healthy, you are aware and you know how to say no and what boundaries to set around you. If we don't know our boundaries, then we get stepped on. If we don't know our boundaries, then we get humiliated. If we don't know our boundaries, our children get pushed to think the same way that we do. So, as a woman, as a leader, as a preventative care person, as a helper, as a woman, what can we do as advocates, policymakers, government, to be able to provide these services so that when we are empowering people, our women for tomorrow, we are empowering them and allowing them to know who they are first, be strong in themselves first, and understand how their brain and how they function as a human being so that they can be more productive, so that they can work under normal life stresses productively and positively, so that they can be able to give back to their community without causing harm to themselves as well as other people. Thank you.